Welcome back to Active Sports TV, where we go ahead and keep up with all the sports media and let you know all the breaking news and let you know the ins and the outs of what's going on around the sports world as far as the NBA, NFL, boxing, UFC, etc. So if you all into that type of content, definitely you want to go ahead and hit that thumbs up, subscribe right now to Active Sports TV, and right now, as you see in the title, this one right here, it's a little different for me. You know what I mean? This is one of my first episodes where I'm probably gonna give you a little bit of raw, you know, active, uncut, no holds barred, you know, opinion on what's taking place right now in the boxing world with Ryan, as I call Trouble Garcia. As of now, news have just came out that Mauricio, the president of the WBC, has now expelled and suspended, I believe, banned Ryan Garcia for life. Now we're gonna get into some more details on Ryan because, like I said, it's a plethora of things to unpack with this man. And as I go into these things, like it upsets me, and I'm gonna go ahead and just let y'all know how I feel. So starting off with the news is just broke. Like I said, Mauricio has suspended Ryan Garcia for some of his latest antics and some of his latest rants going around on social media. He was on a podcast, and on this podcast, this man decided to take it upon himself to pretty much disrespect all African Americans, black people all around the world. You know what I mean? All of our ancestries and just would say, you know what I mean, from that. Um, on top of that, you know what I mean, for you to be this God fearing man that you say that you are and that you live to, make sure that everybody comes together and you love the world and you love the people in it, for you to say the comments that you said about my people and say what you said on the podcast, you know, comically trying to get some laughs, saying that you weren't coherent at the time and all of that. Um, Whether you were, you know, drunk, trolling, uh, whatever the case may be, and all your goofy friends that was on the podcast with you, they just looking for the crash dummy to crash out, and that's exactly what you doing. I mean, bro, you supposed to be in the ring, and getting to the ring. We got a lot to unpack with you. I mean, what's going on? I mean, on top of that, you was already suspended for a year because you already had popped dirty multiple times for a PED. So for these enhancements that you had when you stepped in the ring with Devin Haney, um, what you really with that alone with me had been canceled you from being someone to even speak on or see or anything. Like, I mean, I'm a boxing fan. I'm gonna watch all boxers, including you, if you decide to come back. But you're no fan of mine, bro. And yes, I took everything that you said very offensive. For people that have basically strive for all people, my people have made it to where equality has been distributed in this country for not just African Americans, but for every nationality that is residing here today, and you know gaining the benefits of being an American, without our hardships and us, overcoming all of those adversities and the cruel things that took place in those past times, you know, everybody should be more sympathetic to that fact and more grateful to that fact that you're disrespecting people who didn't only do it for themselves and their future offspring, but also for people that was gonna come behind them, as well as your people, Ryan, as well as Asians and every other nationality that, like I said, is God has blessed to be on this earth. So you just made some ignorant comments, very ignorant, um, and you need to be, dealt with. You know what I mean? I feel like the consequences need to be a lot more severe when it comes to that. I mean, you on these podcasts talking about let's go ahead and do to bring back George Floyd, like, and that's a sensitive topic, bro. Like, you seen the world and how the world responded to George Floyd when that took place. Like, that's something that you don't play with. He has a family. He has mothers. He has brothers. He has sisters, children, possibly a wife, a girlfriend. These people still have to bear that wound, and it's still open. And then for you to then try to stretch that out with your antics and your trolling and sitting here trying to be relevant with antics and rants instead of getting in the ring and letting your talent, you know, super to be your platform to shine. You're not taking boxing serious in the least bit. You more concerned with getting reactions and disrespecting common folks and disrespecting the sport of boxing to try to stay relevant amongst ignorance, and it shows. For you to be had got knocked out in the seventh round by Javante Davis, and since then, what have you done besides cheat? That all of this halfway glory that people want to give you, that fight does not exist in my eyes. What you did was attempted murder. You know, boxing is a real deadly sport. Is the hurt business, almost a gladiator. I don't want to say the K word, but kill to be killed type sport is the closest thing to it. And for all of these rules and all of these sanctioning bodies to be, setting these rules in demand, for you to go out of your ways to go into that fight, even before getting caught with the PEDs, purposely trying to miss weight to have an advantage, purposely exposing yourself like you're doing right now with these antics on social media, saying that you're doing drugs and you're drinking alcohol and you're mentally unstable. Like, one thing about mentally unstable people, like, that's another thing that you really like piss me off about. Like, you making me you make me want to say some things to you because, bro, it's a whole lot of people that you are offending, that you may be young and naive to the fact that you are doing this, but mental illness is a serious thing, and most mental ill people do not know, that are not conscious of their mental illness. Therefore, these antics that they display out here in the world is pretty much them ungoverning themselves because they have no conscious of mind of what they're actually doing at the present time. When you set up a podcast, you get some of your friends on the damn podcast. You sit there and you set up a storyline, and you sit here and purposely, intently try to disrespect my people, try to slander our struggle, mentioning them triple K people Like, bro, that gets you really, man. Like, you know what I mean, Ryan? You're a celebrity, you're famous and all that. That's the probably the best thing for you, because if you had that heart walking around here, bro, I'm just saying, you know what I mean. You really have to be able to do that consistently with a whole lot of people, and a lot of people don't. Like, I'm just saying, a lot of people ain't out here fighting, bro. Simple as that. You're disrespecting a whole lot of people by doing that. You know what I mean? And maybe you feel like it's bringing you some stardom. Maybe you're lacking there of it. You know what I mean? You like the attention, but all attention ain't good attention, bro. You know, all money ain't good money. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, you know what I mean? The apology that you gave after the suspension, bogus as hell. I don't want to hear shit about no mental illness. I don't want to hear shit about dr- alcoholism. I don't want to hear shit about that, because you knew exactly what you were doing, bro. Your friends knew exactly what they were doing. All of y'all didn't have the same conscious mind at simultaneously at that time, to pull off that act. And that's what I'm gonna call it, a fucking act, because exactly that's what you look like. You a clown for that. I got much love for all of my brown Hispanic homies. I got family that is half Hispanic. I have family that is married to Hispanics and white folks, and you know, all of that, bro. Like, we connected out here. Like, all that separatism shit that you out here trying to cause, bro. You ignorant as hell, and disgusting at the fact that you can call yourself a boxer. When you first came up, you know, it was high hopes. You had high expectations. People believe that you can reach a high potential in your craft. But it seems like you're not taking that serious, Ryan. It seems like you want sympathy and you want attention for all the wrong reasons, and I'm not buying it. And all of your handlers around you, they disgusting. They just as goofy as you, with the red nose and the paint on their face as well. From Bernard Hopkins to Oxley De La Hoya, you know, you know, your parents. I will never disrespect anybody' parents, you know, but all I would say to them is, if they love you, they should have had placed a lot more values in you, made you more conscious of the world, and you know how to present yourself in it. Because right now you're looking terrible, bro. You're looking quite disgusting. You got a year ban already from the sport in general. You can't fight for any sanctioning body. You almost, you could have robbed Devin Haney. And I'm gonna tell you the seriousness of this. Like, it is boxers that has died, bro, that you know of more than I do. You're the athlete. You're the one actually getting in there. You know the seriousness of getting hit in general. Why would you put somebody else's life at risk like that, bro? And then poke your chest out screaming that you won something. What you win? How can a win? How can a cheater win? And all your fans and all of these people talking about, well, you ain't cheating and you ain't trying to win. What type of, who raised y'all? Who raised you disgusting individuals, bro? It's people like you in the world that make it so difficult, that make it to where everybody gotta live on edge, where some people is trying to live in peace, certain people is trying to get their life together, certain people is trying to move past a lot of ignorant bull crap, bro. When it's individuals like y'all who get a kick out of just stirring it up. And then you dudes, when it comes to integrity, you have no sense of confidence about yourself, low self esteem, you know, no competitive pride about yourself, and no aspect, you know, want to just have victory by any means necessary. to try to pull off a scam. Bro, it's a scam. You can't keep up scams forever. You will be exposed. The antics, the cheating, all that will catch up to you. It's better to do it organically because when you do it like that, you know for sure ain't nothing coming after you behind that. Nothing can be taken away from you. And on top of that, you can poke your chest out, have your heart filled up with so much pride. Like, listen, I did that. I went in there, did it the hard way. It's like going to the gym. It's like, just playing ball in general. Like, you know, how do you feel winning a basketball game on a 4-year-old going as hard as you can, knowing that the 4-year-old has absolutely no shot because you are just genetically more empowering and you have been in this world longer to produce a skill that is more of an enhancement for you than the opponent. Now, if boxing is supposed to be where it's an even playing field sport, they enforce these rules so that that little scenario, that little thing that I just brought up to as a comparison won't take effect in the sport. We don't want anything to not be, you know, even playing field to where folks is getting robbed because they don't feel like they have a equal opportunity at winning with these antics that you take in these performing enhancement drugs that you taking. You're robbing your fans. You're robbing all fans. It's people out here that's betting on these fights. So when they find out that this is what you're doing, guess what? Lawsuits. People want that money back. Because it was an uneven playing field, meaning that people feel like it was a scam. They were robbed from the get-go. And that's not how the world works, bro. That's not how the world works in boxing. That's just not how it goes. And I am glad that they had at least punished you. I believe you should have got a 3-year to 4-year ban for the PEDs taken in that fight, on top of the drugs taken before the fight that you admitted to. On top of this, they should have put another 2 to 3 years on. Bro, you should have a lifetime ban, period. Like, it's just that, to me, like, I don't care to see you box really never again. To me, you're not a boxer. You're a shock jockey. A straight, goofy, clown, circus type guy. That's exactly what you are. Like, I want you to understand that, everybody that's out here covering for you, they just like you. They have the same integrity that you do. They live by the same sword that you do. They cut the same corners that you do. And they think that they above folks that is doing it the right way. When I'm here to tell you that you're absolutely not. And we'll see how long whatever y'all got going lasts. But at the end of the day, to all the children out there that's possibly done come across this channel, or all the youngsters out there that is looking at the sport, that want to join the sport and seeing this, don't get discouraged. Make sure you have the right people around you. Make sure that you're not putting yourself in harm's way by chasing anything and everything because you don't know where that will lead to. Never be a person like Ryan Garcia who try to get there by cheating, disrespecting people, uh, and trying to troll his way to the top. But we're not gonna hold y'all. I just wanted to knock this out. Wanted to put this out here once again, and you already know. Like I said, it's a different type video, different type vibe. You know, I don't play about this. You know what I mean? It's serious with me with this dude. You know what I mean? I wanted to react to this. I wanted to let y'all know the breaking news with the WBC. As of now, Ryan is banned. He should be canceled. I would say for life. As of now, we know he has the year suspension. To me, they already take a year off. It is what it is. Ryan, you a goofy. You better get some. You better have some people around you, bro. That's smart, who care for you really, who actually gonna pull you out of that. And the way you can try to make up for this, bro, give back to the people that you disrespected, man. That's what I say. Give back to the people that you disrespected. You think it was a game. You're supposed to be conscious now. Your mental illness, whatever it is. Hopefully, you know, when you do get your faculties back and all that, you understand the seriousness of what you said, who you said, who you were saying it about, and you get back to doing what you supposed to do. Get to your purpose if it is your purpose. If not, if this is what's going to be your new career path, look for me to be putting a video out on your ass. And this is the nice part of it. So at the end of the day, if y'all like what y'all hearing right now, and you like how I break things down and how I give it to y'all, this is Active Sports TV. Like I said, once you click this button, the subscribe button, you will not regret it. You dig? Now, we over and out. Y'all have a blessed night.